Florida Congressman Randy Fine and Texas Congressman Keith Self, co-authors of the No Sharia Act, join us now. Great to have you both here. Congressman Fine, isn't Sharia law already banned according to the Constitution?
Well, it may be banned according to the Constitution, but that doesn't mean we see it acting in practice, whether it's calls to prayer at 5 a.m. in violation of noise ordinances, whether it's mayors that are out telling Christians they're no longer welcome in their city, and whether we listen to the imams who are very clear, and they don't do it on hidden camera, they do it in public broadcast, that they seek to impose Sharia law on the United States. I think it's very clear that we speak loudly with one voice and say we're not going to have that here.
You mentioned a number of examples here. I wanted to dive into one specifically in the Houston, Texas area. It's some video. It shows a Muslim imam entering a local convenience store and confronting shop owners. Let's try to make sense of what the dialogue actually says.
Assalamu alaikum. Muslim, right? MashaAllah. You know, as a merchant, you have every legal right to sell whatever you want. But as a Muslim, I have a responsibility to tell you, to educate the people and let them know that as a Muslim, you shouldn't sell haram. That the alcohol, the pork, the gambling is all against Islam. And so I'm just letting you know ahead of time, in about 30 days, we're going to start doing demonstrations around the city. The Muslims that have businesses with haram in it will let the people know that we have to teach the people the best. The Muslims have the best. So let the owners know you should begin to change the inventory, or we're just going to demonstrate. We can't stop you. You have a right to do it, but we have to give the da'wah to let the people know the truth about Islam, okay?
Okay, so he's talking about expected protests against things like alcohol being sold in that shop, pork products, lottery tickets. I mean, these items are legal in the United States, but apparently if you're following Sharia law, it's known as haram. It would not be welcome to folks or encouraged to participate in. Congressman Self, walk us through why this legislation you believe is necessary now, considering, at least in that example, we're already seeing efforts to impose a Sharia-based law?
Yeah, if you listen to him, he basically intends to force them, although he says it's legal, but they are going to shut them down with the protest. Look, I don't even use Sharia law. I say Sharia because it is a complete culture. It is a complete civilization that intends to be dominant. Look at the places that have been radicalized. Even Iran, when the Ayatollahs came into power, they radicalized Iran, a Shia nation. We see the UK today being radicalized. That's what we do not want to happen. We cannot have two sets of laws, Sharia and the U.S. Constitution. We have to have one set of laws, one culture, one civilization based on the U.S. Constitution.
Congressman Fine, I want to ask you about this. Dearborn, Michigan, there's a large Muslim community there. Residents have raised concerns about early morning mosque loudspeakers broadcasting the call to prayer. Some say it's waking families as early as 5:30 in the morning, possibly violating some city noise ordinances. Your thoughts on this?
Let me tell you, this is very obtrusive, because when I was in the embassy in Cairo, I heard that at 5:30 in the morning. It's very obtrusive. This violates noise ordinances, and this needs to be stopped. You cannot violate other people's rights simply because you have Sharia in a neighborhood.
Wow. Congressman Fine, we'll give you the final thoughts. Any chance that this legislation goes somewhere? I know normally we see some things get stalled, but could you even get some Democratic colleagues on board?
Well, I just want to say I agree with everything Congressman Self said, and I'm really grateful that someone as senior and respected as him is leading this effort with me. I think that makes our odds of success much greater. We're closing in on a dozen co-sponsors already, and I think you're going to see widespread support among Republicans because they're horrified with some of the things that they're seeing in America, and we're terrified of becoming like the UK. I mean, the UK shows us where we'll end up if we don't deal with this, where they seek to use our values to then impose theirs on us. Whether Democrats will support it, I don't know, but we're going to go and we're going to fight to do what's right and to protect America and American values.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.